So I always say to people, yes, you love horses, but don't approach my horses and don't come in my barn without some supervision, because I have my horses, I allow my horses to do a lot of things that most horse trainers and horse people that call themselves horse whisperers and whatever don't believe in.
And that's the beauty of what you do with this Project Arrowhead, is these city youth, taking them, in and passing this tradition on, like you pass it on to your son. This tradition of a oneness with nature.
Well, the horse really is the same thing as youth, kids. Mm-hmm. Because the kids aren't allowed to just go run wild. Mm-hmm. They're under supervision, 24/7. Yeah. And that's why when you see kids finally grow up, the first thing they want to do is they get a car and get away from that supervision. Mm-hmm. So when the kids come, my relationship with them is I approach them the same way. I say, number one, I want to see what's in their head about their own freedom. Mm-hmm. Where they want to go, what they want to do. So before I impose a whole lot of philosophy and subliminal indoctrination into their heads or in front of their eyes, what I do is I start by asking questions and allowing them to answer the questions. So I listen. And in the listening, in the time that it takes to listen, they start to tell me, and they don't even know they're telling me, what they want to do, where they want to go, and basically start sharing with me what they are afraid of. Because there are either two things that youth, usually whether they're coming from disadvantaged youth or whatever, that I find is the same thing in all youth. I found it in myself as a kid. And that whole thing boils down to anger and inability in the anger not to trust. So what I had to establish is to give them a reason to even want to listen to me. And then I had to find a language or a way with body language and words to understand, well, what is the language they're speaking? Yes, they're speaking English, but it's not English as I know if I was to talk to a business an intellectual, a Harvard graduate, a Princeton graduate. Because they understand like you understand if you come from Texas, there's a dialect. If you come from Boston, Boston. The dialects that you talk in and how you form your words and pronounce your words basically tell you that someone is not coming from your area. So that's the first sign that you get. Where the hell are you from? So when we go as leaders and all of the high-end intellect of dealing with children's minds, the first thing we give away is that our body language and our way of forming the words in our conversation, which is like music when you sing, is different. So they already know that you don't belong. It's the first sign that you give away that you don't belong. So how can I find out who you are, where you come from, what the hell you want?
Exactly.
Cause it